once again, fellow YouTubers. Part 2 of the 2026 Honda Passport Trailsport at 2,600 miles. Previously, one of my viewers asked me if I could do a road test while driving it. Right now, the only thing that's on is this AC, and it's at high, because I just completed over a 20-some minute video, plus one before that of an hour and a half outside, and it's hot. Okay, so I was asked to do a video just to hear the road noise, and I really didn't have to have the video on me for the road noise. I could have just pushed it to the side a little bit and talked. I would felt better having it over here. Y'all already know there's no fancy editing, so let me slide y'all over to this side. Okay, so let me do this so y'all can kind of see the back seat as well. Even though there's nobody back there, I have a thing against riding people in my back seat, people behind me anyway, kids, adults, all alike. I ride so much better when I'm by myself. My nerves aren't shot. But anyway, I will probably not say as much during this video because I would like for you guys to focus on the road noise. This road that I'm on, I'm right there in the park, but the road I'm going to be on is not freshly paved. It's probably due to be paved. I'm going to get on the main road and I'm going to ride it out for a while. I'm in that type of mood today, and I'm just going to let you guys listen. And in the previous video, I did show you guys that you can play movies on this infotainment system while the vehicle is in park, with no added cables or anything of that nature. A couple people asked me how I did it. I'm going to simply say search YouTube on how to get your videos or your movies to play. I even have my YouTube on there, so I could try to walk you guys through it and do a video on it, which probably would be quite helpful since I want to increase my subscribers. But a lot of these things that I'm finding out about this car, and I did a lot of research on it prior to buying it, and with my DJI Action 5 camera that I'm shooting on, I've shot my last few videos with this camera. I absolutely do enjoy this camera, and that is the DJI Action 5. Yes, they have other brands, they even have some cheaper brands, but this one kind of stood out to me. And the camera is set at an angle for a reason, because I want you guys to be able to see the back, not necessarily be focused on my big sweaty apple head, because I'm sweating, y'all. I'm sweating for real. But I'm gonna be quiet for a while, let you guys listen. And once again, bumps coming up. And I am on one of the not so great roads here in Douglas County. It hasn't been paved since I don't know when. But like I said, I wanted you guys to really get a sense of the road noise, because a lot of people was talking about, well, with these kind of mid-tier off-road tires, I wouldn't really say they're hybrid tires, okay? They're not really for off-road. They'll get you through. And if I get extra quiet, there's a train, just so happened, there's a locomotive, looks like it's pulling something almost maybe a mile long beside me. I'll shut up and see if you guys can pick up the sound of the train as well. That train is moving too. Let's just spin y'all around so y'all can see where we're going. Y'all like that? Then you can kind of see what I'm seeing. Let me do that, y'all. Hold on a second. Don't get dizzy now. Okay, I was trying to do the right thing and give those people a chance to cross the street. That didn't happen. But this angle's still not right. I'm gonna spin y'all and spin y'all again as soon as I can pull over. This is not, I don't like this angle because you're looking at the sun visor. I'll spin you guys around in a minute. Where's a traffic light when you need one, right? I'm gonna turn around and park and spin this camera around and get it in a nice viewpoint so you guys can actually see what I'm seeing and what's going on. Now look at me, I'm playing with this camera right in front of the police officer. That was way to go. Way to go, smart guy. That was amazing, right? That's much better. Now I can spin this around. Playing with a camera with a cop in front on the side of me at the same time. Is that better for y'all? Now y'all can see where I've been, or see where I'm going rather. This is much better. But now, shift y'all over, get y'all over there. There you go. And we're going across a bumpy brick pavement right there. I always thought that was weird why they put brick in the middle of a street like that, but I know it's for the decor and everything. Giving y'all a better view. And pay attention to what I'm doing so I don't drive up the one-way street. But anyway, at 2,600 miles, that's a much better view. And driving this car for a complete solid 2 weeks, I honestly say I have absolutely enjoyed this vehicle. Very much so. And would I buy it again? Yes, I would. If I had to go back and get it again, I would have picked the same color and the same trim of this vehicle. And yes, by the way, I think I mentioned this 15 times. When y'all figure out how to get your movies to play on your infotainment system, no, you can't watch the movies while you're driving. It's a safety feature, so y'all had to take that in consideration. Just like me, I'm sitting here talking about safety features, and I've been fumbling with this camera while I was driving and about to see an accident because somebody wasn't paying attention. Okay, we're back on the road. Yeah, the train has gotten away from us. That was a long train too. That was a spill here some years ago, and I'm in Douglas County. The train derailment. I don't think it was that bad, but that derailment could be heard from miles around. And it shook a lot of the buildings along this railroad track. Funny thing is, well, it's good to see there are a lot of people out shooting video content right now. And this is the vehicle from inside the cabin, completely quiet. And that noise you hear is the AC. I turned it up. Because let me tell y'all, sitting outside at that park and doing a video for an hour and a half, even though I was in the shade, it's some kind of hot. And I'm that person that once I go inside, I'm in for the whole day. I'm not coming back out in this heat unless I go up to the pool and put my feet in the water, which I may do this afternoon. But yeah, y'all come along with me, ride with me. And once again, I'm gonna ask that if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you're interested in finding out more about my honest opinion of this car, and that's all I've done was to be honest about it. I even shared in some of my previous videos some of the kinks I had to get ironed out when I bought the vehicle. And it was not a gripe session. It was just one of those things that once it came to my attention, I voiced my opinion on it. And the dealer, let's just not say the dealer, the service manager took care of it. Because when you get a brand new vehicle, I don't care what they tell you, you should want to deal with the service manager right off the bat. Even though he's probably not going to be the one to actually fix your vehicle, but why not go directly to the service manager? That's what I did. And he, you know, I took pictures of everything, the before and the after, especially the fender area that was misaligned. It was misaligned enough for you to find it maybe 2 weeks after you bought the vehicle. Now, had I been driving it every day like I do now, I would have spotted it. But when I did, they took care of that. They took care of the AC system, which there was a hole in the O-ring that they immediately fixed for me, because I was coming from having my vehicle serviced at the dealership I got this vehicle from, which, mind you, is like an hour and a half drive, and that's not even a complaint. But I finally turned the AC on, and I wasn't getting any cold air. And it was like, maybe you have it on eco. I put it, make sure it wasn't on eco. Come to find out, they did the diagnostic, and he showed me the O-ring. They got him in. He said, you know what, matter of fact, I better order more, because if it's one, chances are it's going to be several of these vehicles that received that same O-ring during production. So I didn't care to hear about that, man. Just let me get some cold air. They fixed it, turned it on, cold air. Even on a hot day like this. And I quickly found out, owning a vehicle with this moonroof, sunroof, whatever y'all want to call it, it heats up a vehicle fast. And I don't even know why I'm driving around with it open. I'm going to close it so y'all can hear it closing, and I'll be quiet. Okay, I'm not sure if you heard it, but for me it's whisper quiet. And once again, like I said earlier, I'm on this road, as you can see, because it's fair for y'all to be able to see this road. This road could use some repair. It should be paved by now. It's not a paved road. It's paved, but it's not a freshly paved road. Excuse me. So what you're hearing is normal road conditions with the factory tires that came on here, the hybrid off-road tires, or whatever they called it. And that explains a little bit of road noise, because if they had the softer tires on here, you wouldn't hear it. And the reason why I know, when I had my older Ram, I had the factory tires on there. But when I went to put the Nitto Recon grapplers on there, that was road noise, but it wasn't that bad. It made my truck sound like a truck, okay? But in a smooth kind of way. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that to my current truck or not. I've been on the fence about, do I want to lift that one, put bigger tires on that one, or keep it as it is. And it wasn't a lift kit. I did the leveling, so I leveled it, and I was able to get some 35-inch tires on it, 20-inch at that. And not sure if I'm gonna do that to this particular truck or not. I think I'm gonna keep that. I know I'm keeping this Honda the way it is. If I have to say I added anything, I don't think I've added anything. Oh, I had the windows tinted here in Douglas County. The place I normally go to get my windows tinted. I used to do that myself, y'all, but I don't do no. I'm gonna go on and say it, y'all. I'm lazy. I'm lazy now. But the two places I know of, and I could refer y'all to, they were booked for 2 months out. And I was driving up the road and came across this place, a detailing shop. They happen to do window tinting. Now he matched it up. The windows are tinted perfectly. More road noise. I would like to get on some of these bumps in the road, but I don't want to cross the line. Here you go. So that's pretty much about as noisy as this vehicle going to get. And once again, this is on a road that, this road probably hadn't been paved in several years. It's not ripped up and torn apart. There aren't any potholes, but you know, it's seen better days. Let me put it like that for this road. And my first video, I was at the park standing out shooting a video in this particular vehicle, and it heated up pretty quick weather-wise, so I had to stop that video. Then I remembered that one of my subscribers asked me would I do a road noise test. So that's basically what you guys are seeing right now, listening to, other than me run my mouth. Like I said in all my previous videos, the few little kinks I had with this car when I got it, they quickly took care of it. And I'm going to suggest, if you guys bought these vehicles, or any vehicle for that matter, and you start noticing things, if your door jambs are misaligned or things of that nature, immediately contact the service manager and go ahead and get that taken care of. Don't wait. You know, don't wait, because they quickly fix the issue. They realigned the fender. You know, I don't know why I didn't take pictures, but when they called me back there to the back, they had my whole fender off. Boy, this car looks something totally different without a fender on it. Let me tell you. I would definitely not drive around with it if I should lose my fender, be in an accident or anything else. It'll be an eyesore for me, and I'm inside the vehicle, I can't see it. And if I had to compare this 26 Honda Passport Trailsport to my 24 Honda Pilot Sport, that's what I have. The Pilot rode just well. It rode just as good. I mean, it was great riding vehicle. It was third row seating, and the chance of me using that third row was going to be slim to none. But I was thinking that if and when I do go camping, and I didn't want to take my truck, that would have been great for camping, because if it's raining and there's a storm one night while I'm camping in a tent, I can hop and sleep inside the car, lay the seats down. But when I saw this one on the internet the first couple of times, this vehicle looked like it fit me better, and that's when I made the decision excuse me, y'all, to make a switch. And right back to the same place. My previous sales person, lady, she had left, and when I first texted her and I said, hey, you got that passport ready for me yet? She said, oh my God. She said, I left the job last month, and she said, but I have someone I want to work with you, because she's gonna give you the best top-notch treatment, if not better than mine, equal to it. And she was right. That young lady, she served me well. Let me tell you something. she was on point. Absolutely. It looks like we caught up with the train again. This track, ironically enough, unless I'm mistaken, that this freight is being moved on, this is the same route that the Amtrak takes from Atlanta to New Orleans to Louisiana, on that train line right there, if I'm not mistaken. I took it once, and this was pre-Hurricane Katrina, when everything was thriving and vibrant still. That was an 11.5 hour train ride from Atlanta, Georgia to New Orleans, Louisiana. 11.5 hours. We left early that morning, so immediately after seating and the train taking off, leaving the station, they called us for breakfast, and we had a full service breakfast. When I tell y'all everything, this wasn't a pack of oatmeal, if you will. It was full service. And by the time we finished stuffing our faces, and we walked through the cabin, and we sat in the coach area, and we drank some more coffee. It was 6 of us. None of us had ever taken that train ride like that. We went back to retire, as they say, and they was calling us for lunch. Now, between breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we had 3 full meals on that Amtrak. We're talking steak, grilled chicken, fresh salads. For lunch, they had burgers, they had chicken tenders, they had chicken sandwiches, they had pasta, they had soup. And I know Amtrak since has gotten a bit expensive, if you will. But I would take it again. And I've thought about it. That might be one of my travel things once I retire. But I want to go along the northern parts of the United States from east to west. And I know that trip is not going to be cheap. If I had to guess right now, that round trip would probably be in the neighborhood of, that's including a nice sleeping compartment. I'll be surprised if it's under $2,000. But I want to take it. And I plan to. Something else I considered, flying from Atlanta, Georgia to, let's just say, Bangkok, Thailand, or to even fly into Hua Hin or Pattaya. It's the cheapest flight after I kicked in extra for selective seating. Round trip, I think I was somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,250, give or take. I said the same thing leaving out of another state. It went down a lot. I said, hey, if I'm really gonna do this, why not add an extra 2 days to my trip, take Amtrak to enjoy the countryside, and then get to the airport, or close to the airport where my flight is, Uber there, and then lay over maybe, and then take my flight. I'm coming up with all these different ways I want to do this. I'm really seriously considering extending my trip from 3 weeks to 4 weeks, because I know fully well I will not be returning on a Sunday and going to work that Monday. So I may need a week to rest once I get back. It's a thought. I'm thinking more seriously about doing that too. We'll see. But it's a serious thought. But basically, like I said, y'all, this video was intended for the road test, and if I mess up your name right now, I apologize, but I seem to remember it was Scott that asked me about this. Scott, I hope this video was helpful to help you make up your mind on this particular vehicle. Now, whatever trim you decide to get is entirely up to you. This Passport trim, the Trailsport, is a great trim. You can go with the Elite, you can go with the Blackout, you can do all these different things that you think that you want in your vehicle. This happens to work for me. Now, with that being said, I want you all to have a great rest of your day, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time you should watch this video. And until next time, everyone, stay safe.